think I better do a mead update. Okay, so it's obviously been a long while since I've done a mead update for you guys. And for this, I apologize. I kind of just got really excited about making more and more meads. So, we're gonna cover a lot of ground today. So let's start with the Dragon's Blood. This is the triple berry melomel. When I racked it, I did half in one bucket, just left it the way it was because it's fantastic that way. But in the other half, I oaked it. So, let's do a little bit of a tasting of it. We'll start with the Dragon's Blood, unoaked. I need something to drink this with. All right. So the Dragon's Blood ended up at 14.7%. So as you can tell, it is a very deep red color. And it honestly smells like a red wine. Oh my God, I love this shit. Delicious. So now we're gonna do the oaked. I know the bottle looks half empty, but I haven't tasted this yet. This was just kind of all that was left of the oak after I bottled it with the other stuff. Again, beautiful deep red color. It smells rounded. I don't know. I know I make up weird terms. And just a disclaimer, I am in no way a professional at tasting this stuff. I've never done like a winery tasting or anything. So if you remember from the 4 Traditionals video when I did that tasting, I even labeled something as tasting rustic. So if I make up some kind of weird ass terminology for what I'm trying to describe, just take it with a grain of salt, because this is just me drinking in front of you, trying to describe how I feel about things. So here's to the oaked Dragon's Blood. Ooh. I will note that I oaked these with oak cubes, Hungarian medium toast, and that is very, very nice. That's really good. It kind of rounds it out, like I said. And I can almost taste like a vanilla. I may have to oak it from now on. Finish this off. Yeah. Oaked is the way to go with the Dragon's Blood. Okay, so next up we'll do the Pixie Dust mead, and that's this one right here. Yeah, as you can tell, it's very clear. This is the strawberry rhubarb that I had made. Let's move these out of the way. So with the Pixie Dust, I did have to add some clarifiers. I use Sparkleoid. That's kind of my go-to clarifier. It's super easy to use, and I've really had no problems with it, as you can tell, because this was super cloudy. So with the Pixie Dust, it did ferment out to final gravity of 0.994. I back sweetened it with brown sugar. Yeah, so that made it out to be about 12.86%, 13%-ish. So yeah, let's give it a taste. So, as I said, very clear. You smell strawberries, that's for sure. You know what it tastes like? Pineapple juice. It honestly tastes like pineapple juice to me. Interesting. I'm starting to think, if I make this one again, which I probably will, I'll add strawberries and rhubarb into secondary, just to bring out those flavors more. You get a little hint of that strawberry, not so much the rhubarb. I'm guessing with just the two combined and with the alcohol content, that's what's making it taste like pineapple. Tastes like pineapple. How many times can I say pineapple? Moving on. Let's go to the Griffins Strength mead. Notes about this one? Yeah, I did a little bit of an oopsie. Honestly, I was hoping for about a 20% alcohol content with this one. But yeah, I totally forgot all about this one. And I even forgot to add the last round of nutrients even. The Griffins were kind of left on their own to deal with this one. But left to its own devices, it fermented out to 1.006. It stayed there for several weeks, so I knew it was done. I stabilized it, I racked it, and if you'll look, it's still kind of clarifying, but it's got a really deep yellow color. I have a feeling it's gonna stay like that, mainly because of those dandelion petals that we threw in there. So it's still got a lot of residual sweetness. It came out to 17.85%. So it didn't quite get to the 20% that I wanted, but considering I left out the nutrients, nor did I add some extra honey or sugar to, keep the yeast feeding, I'd say it did pretty darn good on its own. So let's pull a sample. Fairly clear. I haven't added any clarifiers or anything to this, and I don't think I will because it's pretty clear. I don't think it'll get much clearer than that. Again, because of the dandelion petals. So it smells a little nutty. That, you actually can't really taste the alcohol in it. What I taste is like a solid punch of honey flavor. I'm attributing that to the dandelion petals because dandelion petals are actually supposed to taste like, they're supposed to have a honey flavor. Added to the massive amount of honey we added in here, as well as the residual honey flavor, because it didn't ferment dry, completely dry. This is honey. And a little nutty. This could be a very, very dangerous drink, being at nearly 18%. This is only a month old at the time of this recording. So it fermented very fast, even though I screwed it up royally, and it's still like there's no burn to it. I bet you in a year this thing is gonna be dangerous. I've been told that with higher ABV, like the higher alcohol content you go, the longer you should let it rest. So obviously we're gonna try that out with this, but man, is that ever scary, because at a month, that is really freaking good. time for some more water. And we'll do the next one, which I'm not really looking forward to. Oh, I don't know if I want to do this one. Okay. This is actually the Goblin Snot mead that I made not very long ago. And if you look, it's kind of a reddish color. So it's more of like a goblin bloody nose. But who really knows what the color of Goblin Snot is, so maybe this is what it is. But this one fermented out to 0.996, which brings it to an alcohol content of 7.88%, so pretty close to 8%. It has been racked and stabilized, and I did not add any clarifiers to it, and it's pretty much ready to go as is. So I did back sweeten this, but I used wildflower honey. If you remember, this was made with buckwheat, and I just didn't want to add more buckwheat. It's as simple as that. It really kind of scared me because buckwheat is such a potent, powerful flavored honey. Here we go. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this one. That smells... I smell lime. Honestly, it smells like a urinal cake. If there's any ladies out there watching this, God. You may not know what a urinal cake smells like, but make this mead and you'll know. Oh, God. I'm glad I had a bunch of wine before this. I really taste that lime. I'm actually quite impressed. Let me have. That's actually not too bad. I was dreading this one, to be honest. I mean, you can still taste that buckwheat. I don't taste the berries at all, to be honest. I will say definitely not my favorite. And weirdly, there's a little bit of a salty taste to it, which... The Goblin Snot is probably the best name for this. I nailed this one with the name and the meaning. Not too shabby, I guess. Get that little bit of lime in there. I like that lime little buzz. That wasn't as scary as I thought, considering I named it Goblin Snot. Okay. We're back. And we still have 2 more to do. So, here we go. We have our Frankenstein mead left and our Cerberus's Vision. Okay, so the Frankenstein mead. If you recall, this was kind of a mixed match of everything. And right now it's sitting at 16 days, 1.020. And if you can't hear or see, it is still fermenting. I did give it a kind of a quick stir today and it started fermenting like right away. So there's a lot of shit in this one. And it's gonna be cloudy as hell because I just stirred it up. But we're gonna try a little bit of it because why the hell not? I smell the alcohol. Oh, that is sweet. What the hell? How many oranges did I put in this thing? I only put 4.5 oranges. Mandarin oranges. And that is really what kind of hit me first. Mandarin oranges. This is still really young. Okay, I'm back. So looking over my notes, at the time of recording, This is about 10 days old. I took a gravity reading before recording, and it's actually fermented out already in 10 days. It's at 0.998. I was going to rack it, take the fruit out and rack it into a different thing because I mean it's fermented dry really. Although I see now that it is still bubbling, so it might ferment out a little more. And honestly, I have to leave it in the bucket because if you recall from the video, there's one more ingredient missing, and that is cracked peppercorn. But I couldn't rack it because I forgot to buy peppercorns. So I'll have to go do that. But for tonight, we'll take a taste of it as the way it is, because why not? So let's just open this up. Yeah, that smells really, really good. As you can see, it's still cloudy. There's some floaties in there, but what do you expect? It's 10 days. So, ooh, that smells really nice. I don't know how to place it. There's a lot of things in here. Appley, it smells kind of apple plummy, if that's a word. Anyways, here we go. Those plums are really nice. They pair really well with the apple. I don't taste any of the dates though. So maybe the dates lost all their flavor while fermenting, like it, you know, the flavor blew off. But we'll see. Again, this is really young, so maybe the dried apricots just need, or apricots. Maybe the dried figs. That's what I used. Maybe the dried figs just need a little bit of time to age, maybe? It's really hard to say. I've never used them in a mead before. Get a lot of that apple right now. So, how many did I try tonight? 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 different meads. All in all, really good. I am kind of curious though. Let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about these mead updates. I always feel kind of weird doing them because it's just me tasting them and explaining to you guys how I feel they taste. And I don't know, it's a little awkward for me. But if you enjoy them, let me know. Would you rather I do like a large batch like this? Or would you rather I kind of break it up, like make a mead or two, do a mead update, make another mead update? Let me know what your thoughts are. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing, all you awesome people, and for following along. And definitely check out, if you haven't seen these videos, go check them out.